Hello, good human. I'm Dr. Marie Murphy, and I'm a non-judgmental infidelity coach. One of the things that I want to make really clear about infidelity is that there are so many different experiences of infidelity. There are so many different kinds of infidelity situations. I am guilty of using a very limited range of examples of what infidelity situations can look like as I've been talking in these videos, on my podcast, in some of the writing that I do. I often refer to marriages and relationships with affair partners. And I apologize for doing this because it does not speak to the range of infidelity situations that people bring to me as a coach. However, I use a limited range of examples for the sake of being at least reasonably concise, right? But I really want to make it clear that I understand that infidelity situations are very diverse. There's so much more than just people who are married having affairs, and that I apologize to those of you who I'm leaving out by using a limited range of examples. The other thing I want to say about infidelity is that the language we use to talk about infidelity is inherently loaded, right? Infidelity is a little more neutral than adultery and affair and cheating, but it's not exactly a neutral word, right? Other words we use to talk about infidelity, I think, are even more loaded. So I tend to use the word infidelity and I talk about infidelity situations in an attempt to make my discussion of the behaviors that constitute infidelity as neutral as possible, because that helps us think a little bit more clearly about what's going on and then deal with our behaviors if we so desire. Okay, having said all of that, the specific thing I'm focusing on in this video is the fear of hurting other people's feelings. A lot of my clients are terrified of hurting the feelings of someone they care about in the process of dealing with their infidelity situation. And to come back to my overused example, a lot of folks who are married and are involved with someone else are terrified of hurting their spouse or even destroying their spouse's lives, as some people are concerned about doing, or devastating their affair partner. Right? And here's the thing. It is totally reasonable and even wonderful to be concerned about how your actions will impact another person's experience of being alive. It's totally wonderful to care about how other people might feel about your behavior, but it gets a little more nuanced than that really quickly. We often think that we have direct control over other people's feelings. We don't. If you want to learn more about that, let's work together and I'll tell you all about it. We also want to think that there's some way for us to go through life without ever hurting other people's feelings or being the occasion of pain for other people. And what I want to suggest to you is that that isn't possible. Even when you do your best to live in a way that you consider to be honorable and respectful and considerate of others, you will be the occasion of pain for others at times. Sorry, not sorry. That's just part of the deal we all made when we decided to be born as humans and live life on planet Earth. I'm joking, kind of. So what I see happening a lot is that clients get really, really paralyzed because they're so afraid of hurting other people. And in their fear and paralysis, they continue doing the things that have the potential to occasion pain for other people. So what I want you to know is that if you're going to change anything in your infidelity situation and you're concerned about how your actions might impact others, you've got to get a handle on your own feelings and what you think about other people's feelings. And this is simple stuff. It's not rocket science, but it runs counter to the way that we tend to believe that feelings work. Most of us don't really know what feelings are or where they come from. Most of us don't understand our relationship with our own feelings. And most of us definitely do not understand our relationship with other people's feelings. What I teach you when we work together is what feelings are. And I guarantee you that my definition of feelings is a lot more concrete and workable than other definitions of feelings that are out there in the world. And I teach you how to relate to your own feelings in a way that I can pretty much guarantee that you never have before. When you understand how feelings work, when you can deal with your own feelings in a reasonably conscious and skillful way, it becomes a lot easier to deal with other people's feelings. And that's really important because throughout the process of doing whatever you do with your infidelity situation, even if that's just sit back and ride out the status quo for as long as you can, you probably are going to be dealing with other people's feelings to some extent. So I invite you to join me in my online course, You're Not the Only One. In it, I will teach you how to deal with your own feelings, how to deal with other people's feelings, how to deal with the fact that you may indeed be the occasion of pain for other people in the course of your lifetime without letting that bring you into a state of paralysis. Or we can work together one-on-one via Zoom, and I will teach you how to relate to other people's feelings and keep you accountable to the practices that will enable you to navigate your infidelity situation in a way that's truly right for you. To enroll in my course or to start working with me one-on-one, go to my website, mariemurphyphd.com. Let's start to find you some relief and a clear path forward. The rest of your life, beyond the drama and difficulty of your infidelity situation, is waiting for you. Let's get to work. All right. Thank you for tuning in today. Bye for now.